Welcome to Entertain Me. I'm Heather Brooker. Thanks for joining us on this weekly pop culture and entertainment show that's focused on everything from SoCal to the silver screen. I have been on vacation for the past few weeks. Yes, we are occasionally allowed to leave the newsroom and take a little time for ourselves. And I have had the most wonderful time with my family. We went to France for a little bit. We explored the French countryside in Lyon. And then we went up to Paris for a few days and just had the most amazing time. Actually, while we were in Lyon, we visited a company called Boron. If you followed me on social media for any length of time, you know that I'm a big fan of Boron and their products. It is homeopathic products, and they specialize in what's called homeopathy. These are medicines that are all natural. They are made from flowers and natural ingredients grown in the earth. And we got to see the process of how they make these medicines. And it's something that's been done for generations in the Boron family. And as a matter of fact, we actually got to meet some members of the Boron family. And it was truly such a special experience to go and see how they have built this company that their father started and grown it into this massive company now that the products get sent to over 50 countries around the world. And, you know, if you've never heard of it, you've probably seen it somewhere in like the grocery store. This is not an ad, by the way. This podcast episode is not sponsored by Boron. But if you've probably seen the Boron products and wondered, you know, what they are. And there's something called arnica gel, which is helpful for bruises. And then there's, you know, one of my personal favorites, which is the calendula cream, which is from the calendula flower, and the arnica gel is from the arnica flower. And there is a whole product line, a whole line of medicines that they have developed that are they're based on studies in homeopathy, scientific studies and research. So if you get a chance to look into Boron and Boron products and really understand what it is that they do and what they're trying to do around the world, it's a fascinating story. And it was really cool to be able to go and learn more about that company. So I'm really grateful we got to do that. And then we went to Paris. Oh my gosh, we took the train from Lyon, France, up to Paris, where basically we ate our way through the city of love. My husband, my daughter, and I, we stayed by the Eiffel Tower in that area. So we saw the Eiffel Tower every day, which is so surreal to see it there. I mean, I guess if you live there, they probably get used to it, but we could not get used to it. Every time we walked by, we were like, oh my gosh, it's the Eiffel Tower. It's so huge, just a massive tower. And we had wonderful meals, did some exploring. We went to the Louvre. We didn't go inside because it just seemed a little too time consuming. We did a cruise on the River Seine. We went to the Sacré-Cœur, the basilica there, the big church in the Montmartre area. And we went to Versailles. We did as much as we could in the few days that we were there. We really tried to pack it all in, but we also managed to find some quiet times to sit at a cafe and just people watch. So truly a wonderful experience. If you've never been to France and explored not just Paris, but along the French countryside as well, I highly recommend. It was truly a memorable vacation for our family, one that we'll never forget. And so I also got to see a movie while we were there. We went and saw a little preview of Fantastic Four, and it's Fantastic Four First Steps. That's the official title of it. If you're not a Marvel fan, if you're not into the MCU, this movie may not be as interesting for you. These are kind of niche characters. They're not like some of the more popular, well-known characters, but there have been several Fantastic Four movies already made. Many people, I would say, are kind of saying this one might be the best one of the bunch. I really enjoyed it. I thought it was great. This one, I loved that it focused on family and some other wonderful effects. But you know what? Instead of me telling you all about it now, I am going to let you listen into my weekly entertainment report on Gary and Shannon on KFI.
Heather Brooker has joined us.
Hello.
And Heather helps us navigate through the world of entertainment.
I do.
Welcome back, by the way.
Thank you.
Your pictures look beautiful. Like I said, you're one of those actresses who has a beautiful, perfect outfit for all of the cities you go to in Europe. And you looked beautiful and perfectly styled everywhere you went.
Thank you.
You can follow Heather on Instagram.
At the Heather Brooker.
At the Heather Brooker. I was just going to look that up.
Thank you. The trick is that I take like maybe 4 or 5 outfits, but then I'll try to like style them differently, like maybe put on a different colored belt or maybe just wear the shirt with different pants. Like I try to switch it up.
It's very impressive.
It looks like a bunch, but you're going to start seeing some repeats because I have way more content from my trip than I should have. Like I filmed everything from the hot chocolate we drank to me just walking by the,
I love that stuff though, because it makes me feel like I'm getting the flavor of a particular place.
I hope so.
It's not like, there's pictures where you're like, I wish I was there.
Yes.
And like I'm here. Look at me. I am here. And you are not here. That's not the vibe from your travel photos. Your travel photos are like, I want you to be here with me kind of vibe. Yeah.
I hope so. That's kind of what I want to do is just share little moments. Have you guys ever been on that vacation where you start to have a conversation with your family like, should we move here?
Yes, everywhere I go, I think I should move.
We just pack up and live here now?
I go to Lake Arrowhead and I'm like, I don't know.
We should. Well, Lake Arrowhead is pretty awesome.
Really, anywhere I go, I spend at least an hour thinking about moving there.
Like we actually stopped at like they have realtors there that put postings in their signs. We actually stopped really quick. Can we buy a home in the 7th arrondissement?
Yeah, I was this close in Croatia.
Right?
I was like, well, they've got a room. We can afford that. It's like, yeah, you're cut off for the day.
Right. We literally, I was on like my 19th carb of the day thinking, I could do this.
Exactly.
I could live here. Because everywhere they're like bread. And I'm like, yes.
How do you say no to bread?
Yes.
Did you know that it is the law in Paris that every restaurant, in France, that every restaurant has to give you free bread and water if you ask for it. They have
wonderful.
to. I'm like, you could just.
The breads alone. My God, I know.
So many croissants, you guys. So many.
You have to. It's your duty as an American to eat
the
all of
stuff.
them.
And
the croissants especially.
Everywhere we went, the food was amazing. The food was amazing. And people talk about that.
The sauces.
The sauces.
I love the sauces.
That's why they give you the bread so you can slop up those sauces. So yes, it was a lovely time. And I had such a great time with my families. Memories were made. My little 12-year-old, I have a picture of her on the train. We went to Central.
She's not little anymore.
I know.
She looks like a grown
She really
woman.
does. Yeah. She's only 12 though, but I'm like, oh my gosh. But I have this picture of her on the train from Central France in Lyon, where we were for a few days, up to Paris. And she's like drawing in her journal and she's like, writing little
doing
notes.
Adult things.
Yes. And I'm like, who are you? I'm like, this is a canon moment. Like this is a canon event where she's like, I'm on the train to Paris and my mom won't stop bugging me about my hair.
Core memories right there.
It's very,
totally.
It's like a period piece.
I wait to see that. I can't wait to see that movie someday or hear about it from her therapist when she's complaining about how her mom wrote her life.
Therapist shouldn't share that with you.
Well, that's true.
Attorney client, doctor.
She's 12. You haven't ruined her life yet.
Not yet.
You're on the precipice. Precipice?
Correct.
Yeah, everything that you do eventually will ruin.
It's going to ruin. I know. I'm dreading that.
It happens.
But we got to do it.
Speaking of movies, though, fantastic.
Sorry.
Fantastic Four is out.
Everywhere we walked around in Paris, we kept seeing the signs for Fantastique Four.
I feel like we already had this movie.
Yes.
We did.
Oh.
We did multiple times. This is the, I think, 4th iteration, maybe 3rd iteration. I looked back and I was trying to count them all up, but there's been multiple. This one, though, you guys, is really good. It is a reset for, I think, the Fantastic Four storyline, if you will. But more importantly, this is the next phase for the MCU cinematic, the cinematic universe. They're going to be there's so much I can't say because I don't want to like totally spoil it. But there is a big fandom for the Fantastic Four. This film really focuses on family. This movie, this group of characters inspired The Incredibles. And if you're a fan of The Incredibles, you'll see a lot of similar themes here and similar types of characters. You've got the Human Torch, which his name is also Reed Richards. No, not Human Torch is not Reed Richards. That's Joseph Quinn. And Vanessa Kirby plays Sue Storm. Again, Pedro Pascal, you guys were talking about him earlier. He plays Reed Richards. And it's Mr. Fantastic. Yeah, that's his name. It focuses on family in a way that no other Marvel movie or storyline has done so far. even though this is set in like this retro futuristic world, it feels very grounded.
The production on it looks great because of that.
Stunning.
That retro look to it.
Yes. It's
very
that
cool.
Jetsons kind of feel that I think some people are
that.
making comparisons to, where it's like the retro, but yet they have all this amazing science and gadgets and all of these cool, technology. But it feels very grounded. It feels real, if that makes any sense. Like, you believe that Galactus is this real character, he's the eater of worlds and destroyer of worlds, and he's going to come in. I have to say, the Silver Surfer in this one is incredible.
Is that Julia Garner?
Yes. Yeah, she's amazing in this movie. And everybody, they're building on something here, obviously. There's a lot more exposition, I think, than people are probably going to be ready for, but it works.
Is Groot related to this other guy?
Groot related to which guy?
To Ben Grimm.
No.
Speaking of which, is played by cousin Richie from The Bear.
Yes.
Evan Moss Backrack.
Yes,
Sure.
Yeah, I think it's Backrack. But we only see him as himself without the Thing outfit on for just like a little bit in the beginning. And then the whole rest of the time, it's just his voice that we hear, and he's like CGI'd. But he does a really good job, and he's also cooking in the movie, which I think some people kind of get a kick out of. But it's fun. It's a great show.
Can you enjoy this movie not knowing anything like myself?
Yeah, I think so.
Not knowing anything at all about anything.
I think
like me.
I think you totally can.
Okay.
And I think that it helps to know a little bit of the backstory of why Galactus might be, doing this. And I don't know. I think that it's a movie that you can definitely take your kids to. I think it's a movie that you can pick up and get excited for what's coming. Because I think that's what people are the most excited about is the end credits, the post-credit scene. There's 2 of them. Stick around.
Oh, because there's more movies to follow.
They're teasing more movies.
I see.
And one of them is Doomsday, the Doomsday character that's coming. So people are really excited for that.
Groot is in the same comic universe, though, right?
Correct.
Okay.
He's in the Marvel universe. Yes.
Okay.
But
I like when she makes progress like this.
It is good.
Yeah.
Honestly, though, sometimes I'm a little unsure too. There's a lot happening here. This movie takes place in the same timeline as the Thunderbolts, but it's a different world. They're on like Earth 828. So it's all the same timeline, different world.
Okay, you lost me there.
Right?
It's like different. It's like Space Wars with different planets.
Okay.
So there's a lot going on.
The Fantastic Four isn't. I don't remember this exactly, but there's a reason why Spider-Man didn't show up in the original Marvel because Sony owned the product of Spider-Man. Is it the same thing that Sony owned Fantastic Four, which is why they weren't
I hate
connected to
contractual obligations.
That's the weirdest.
I mean, there might be. I'd have to look to double check on some of the legalities of all of that. But I know that there's been multiple, as you guys said in the beginning, multiple Fantastic Four movies. And people are like, do we really love the Fantastic Four this much that we need so many movies from them? And
if
apparently
it makes money, yes.
it's going to make a lot of money.
He mentioned Pedro Pascal's getting a lot of press for being handsy. What kind of handsy are we talking about?
Well, I've seen him in press interviews. There's a lot of like caressing the face, a lot of like in the middle of the back on
especially
the red carpet.
with Vanessa Kirby, who's in the show.
Yeah, and she's married, so people are like, hey. One thing that was really cool, though, that happened before the movie that my daughter and husband got really excited about is they showed the preview for Avatar, the new one that's coming out later this year, and it looks awesome.
People
Are
still
they
get
blue?
excited for that?
I'm telling you, I don't know anyone who does, but my daughter does. So that's really strange to me because I think they're fun movies. Am I listing them as my favorite of all time? No.
I mean, the first one was groundbreaking.
Sure.
But
and now we just keep breaking that ground over and over again to the tune of hundreds of billions of dollars.
Ridiculous.
Right? I'll put me in a blue outfit. I'll do it for half. Just throw it on me. I'll do it.
Welcome back.
Welcome
back and
Happy
thank
to be
you.
back. And congratulations on 20 years, man.
Oh, thank you. All this.
I brought some fancy French chocolates and treats later if you guys want to indulge. No, for everybody.
That's nice of you.
But mostly just the news team and
not us then.
No, you guys are. Well,
How about everybody who's in the building? There's got to be at least 4 of us here right now.
I didn't bring that much, but maybe. Thanks, guys.
Thank you.
You.
Oh, I love Gary and Shannon. Don't you worry. I did bring enough chocolate for the four of us who were in the building on a Friday. Speaking of Fridays, I want to let everybody know I'm going to be at the Ice House in Pasadena next Friday, August 1st, for a little stand-up comedy show. Would love to see you all come out and join me for an evening of fun with the Renegades comedy team, I guess, comedy show. Let's call it that. The Ice House next Friday, August 1st, 9:45 show. We'll see you there. Thanks for listening, everybody. Don't forget, you can listen to Entertain Me anywhere, anytime on the iHeartRadio app.